Men need to understand that attraction is organic. It's natural. It just kind of happens. There's no kind of extra steps or there's no kind of magical tricks to it. It is what it is. And when the attraction is mutual between a man and a woman, that there doesn't have to be anything out of the ordinary that's happening, right? It's just something that kind of happens. But a lot of men nowadays, they're still in this mindset of they have to go above and beyond. Now, which is not to say, I'm not saying that you don't need to put in the work into yourself. If you watch my videos, if you know what I preach, you know good goddamn well that you as a man have to grind to make yourself a viable option. And so does the female, right? If you are a man that is grinding, if you are a man that is putting work into himself, takes pride in himself, then naturally, this is also something that's going to happen naturally. Naturally, you are going to expect the woman to do the same thing, okay? If you respect yourself, if you put that time in yourself, then of course you're going to expect the young lady to do the same, okay? I'm just saying this in case anyone thinks that I'm trying to preach a message to the men that they should do everything and a woman just sits there and just, does nothing. That's not what I'm saying at all. So I just had to get that out the way because some men think that that's what I'm preaching, okay? And I'm going to get right into it. First of all, this is a Tarik Talks Midnight podcast. Sit down, relax, and enjoy. See, men have been brainwashed to this day. Despite how liberated we are, despite how much we see it right in front of our faces that these women are going for guys that really don't do anything spectacular, right? We're still programmed to think that the man has to jump through hoops and roll out red carpets. Fellas, let me tell you something. If you are attractive to her and she's attracted to you and it's mutual and that attraction is mutual, it's going to be organic. Everything from the physical to the verbal to the emotional attraction. So when you go up there, you start talking to her, bam, the conversation is there. It's flowing. You guys are just having a free flowing convo. The vibe just flows. She flows with you. Everything just falls into place, right? You don't have to pull out all of these tricks and all of this tomfoolery. You don't have to flash all of your dough. You don't got to flash all of your money. See, what this is saying subconsciously is that you, as I alluded to earlier, you as the man have to do all of these tricks and flips and back cartwheels and all of this stuff in order to prove yourself to the chick, even if the chick doesn't like you, right? Which is to say that, hey, you got to work for her love. You got to work for her intimacy. You don't look, if a chick is truly into you, dog, you could actually be just the average guy. You could actually, and dare I say, not that I promote this, okay? Not that I promote you being broke, but you could be dead ass broke and the chick will still get with you. Okay? Let me reiterate. I'm not telling you to be a broke bum loser. Okay? I'm just giving you an example. Now, if she's doing this with a broke bum loser, if she is going home with this guy that works in a restaurant, right? He's just like a server. He's a waiter. He really doesn't have much to show. His car is modest to below modest. Okay, it could be missing a hubcap or two. Could have some electrical issues. This guy really doesn't have, he might damn near still live with his parents, or he could live in an apartment that's somewhat not in the best neighborhood, right? He lives in a neighborhood that you might not want to walk out after 9 o'clock. type of deal. But yet she's still going with him. She's still going in that apartment with, that might have a creature or two crawling about at night. She's going to his spot. She's going to his spot and just chilling. She's content with drinking with him, having a sip, watching a movie, and just sharing that time and being intimate. And this does happen. This isn't just a fairy tale, fellas. This isn't something that I'm just making up from my head. These type of scenarios do happen. Now, when we are talking about long term, this is going to get old after some time if she sees that he's just sitting around being a bum. Okay. I keep having to throw things out there because there's nuances to this. There's different levels to everything. Okay. But I'm talking about the initial attraction. That guy didn't have any kind of spectacular finances. He didn't have to tell her any spectacular punchline, or, he might have been charming, of course. Of course, he had to have some level of charm to even get with her. But, other than that, it wasn't anything extraordinary that he did. It was just mutual, and it's almost something that you can't describe. It's almost something that's I don't mean to get all hocus pocus spiritual on you guys, but it's something that's metaphysical. You just can't describe it, the attraction between two people. And it's crazy because you just never know what a woman is attracted to. It could be a guy from the outside looking in. You could be looking at him and you could tell yourself, man, this guy is just like a plain Joe Schmo. He really doesn't have anything particularly outstanding about him. There's nothing that stands out about him in particular, but yet he has a gorgeous female. And that is because the attraction was there. For whatever reason. It could be his, like I said, his conversation. It just could be his physical appearance. And like I said, even though he's not particularly anything special, something about him just raised her interest. It's like this, fellas. It's like the average chick. It's like the chick that's a plain Jane, but you would snatch her up and go in the bathroom with her if the possibility came. You know what I'm saying? If the opportunity came. But yet she's just like an average chick. There's nothing spectacular about her to other people, but to you, you're looking at her and it's something that just gets you going. It's the same way with females, right? There's nothing in particular about this guy, and she's just gonna be attracted to him, and he doesn't have to do anything spectacular. He doesn't have to pull up in a fancy car. He doesn't have to pull up in fancy clothes. Now, if she's attracted to him and he does have all of those things, right? He does have a very good car, and you know what I'm saying, all of this good stuff. That's just an addition. That's just a bonus. It's just a boost in his attraction. It's not it's not the basis of his attraction. It's just an additional, like a cherry on top. It makes him more viable for a long-term type of deal. Okay. Now this gets a little tricky because you never want to come off as that long-term type of guy in the beginning, right? You want to come off as a sexual option. And some people might disagree with this. You can disagree with it all you want to, but that sexual foundation is, like I said, it's the foundation, it's the base. Not your money, not your status, not where you live, not what kind of car you drive, just you as a physical being. As a physical sexual being. That is the basis. And when she's seen you as such, when she views you in that light, that is the best way. And it's effortless. She's gonna want to hang out with you. She's gonna want to be intimate with you. She's going to want to ride with you, right? Just a simple car ride, to go play pool is going to be amazing to her. Okay? Just a car ride to go get some coffee is going to be is going to outweigh 50 expensive dates with a guy that she's not even attracted to. So you guys need to keep this in mind and not fall into the trap of, hey, I got to go above and beyond to get this chick's attention, right? So anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys like the podcast.